everyone, today we'll be giving you an inside look into how money is being managed for the SRASC. Today we will be interviewing Holley Ulbrich with the Retirement System Investment Commission. Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, thanks. Just did my jazzercise and ready to roll.
That sounds so fun. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and then your position currently?
Yeah, I'm a alumni distinguished professor emerita of economics from Clemson University. I taught there first from 1967 to 1997, and then I retired, and then I came back and worked at the Strom Thurmond Institute and taught in a PhD program in policy studies. And our basic responsibility is to manage the investment assets of the retirement funds to try to meet the target rate of return that the legislature tells us they need, which is a challenging problem. They have an excellent staff and they meet fairly regularly in Columbia, and it's a pleasure to serve.
So what is the Retirement System Investment Commission, and can you just tell me a little bit more about what they do?
Originally, the retirement system was very boring. Everybody who was a state employee participated. Their benefits were based on their age and a number of years of service and the last 3 years' salary, and it was invested only in bonds, which don't pay very much interest. And that changed when they started investing in stocks, and then they had some mistakes were made. And that, combined with reorganization of the executive branch, led to the creation of PEBA, the Public Employee Benefits Administration, which manages the collection and payment of benefits, and including health insurance as well as retirement. And finally, as part of that, they created the Retirement Service Investment Commission to manage the assets. And they collaborate with PEBA, so there's kind of a two-part entity managing our benefits. They have a professional staff that manages the assets and a consulting firm that works with us. And we have we manage a diverse array of assets. Part of it is basically based on an index. That's our global stock fund. And then we have bonds, and then we have private equity, where we invest directly in firms without going through the stock market, and real estate trusts and a variety of things, because diversification reduces risk and increases returns. So that's basically what the commission does, and we oversee the work. Most of my colleagues on the commission actually have an accounting background. I'm the only economist on the commission. So I bring a somewhat different perspective that I hope is useful.
I bet that definitely is. It sounds like a lot to manage, so it's nice to have different perspectives on the team.
Yes, exactly.
If the retirement fund is not fully funded, can current workers count on their future benefits?
That's a really good question. It's a really good question because I hear that a lot from people who are in the system, either retired or planning to retire, including my oldest daughter, who works for Clemson and is planning to retire in 3 or 4 years. Yes, the legislature has tasked the commission with making sure that it is fully funded. Right now it's about 52% funded, and that simply means that there is enough money in the fund, including expected future contributions, to pay full benefits for the lifetime of the people in the system. It's been complicated by the fact that they've been offering state employees an alternative, which is the one where they manage their own investments. But if you're in the retirement system, you have the benefit of an insurance part of the policy, and that is that they will guarantee your benefits for the rest of your life. So you don't have to worry about running out of money. Mm-hmm. You have to worry about inflation because we only get a 1% increase per year, regardless of the rate of inflation. But you don't have to worry about running out of money. Whereas with a private one, if you spend it all on a trip around the world, then you have no pension. So it's in that sense, it's more like Social Security. So yes, we're working very hard and making good progress. It's much closer to fully funded than it was a few years ago. And our projections are that it's sometime in the 2030s, just when Social Security is supposed to run into a big problem, our retirement system will become fully funded. So they took some very important steps to protect it, and I think this commission is a real asset to the state.
So how can current members make the most of their membership dues with the SRASC?
Well, the SRSAC it represents the retirees in a number of issues that come up in the legislature, and I think the most important benefit is the legislative watch. And Sam Griswold and others will be at the legislature looking after the interests of the retirees, both present and future, because our commitment as a commission is also to not just present retirees, but prospective retirees, the people who are now paying into the system and want to be sure it's still going to be there when they need it.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to interview with us today. It was so insightful. And thank you to everyone who viewed this video. We hope you learned a little bit more about the SRASC and the financial side of the organization.